And once again, in the upper left-hand corner, we have the green Terrans of Ender. And in the lower right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg of Ionite Perfect. The drones are droning right now, and the SCVs are mining. Fun fact, the SCVs use a fusion torch to mine their minerals, while the Zerg just use their bare hands. Or claws, I guess. I don't know if they really have hands. Looks like we've got a possible bold rush here. Yep, there we go. We got a barracks coming down. 2 barrackses. The question is going to be, though, is he going to have that... oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, that was someone else. The question is he going to try to fool Perfect by putting a barracks down in his main base? Because there, he's doing the barracks in his main base to throw off any sort of scouting. It's pretty obvious when your base doesn't have any sort of production buildings as a Terran. But it doesn't look like that Perfect's going to do any sort of scouting with drones. He's just going to let his overlords do the work. And we got Marines coming out already, which is exactly what we would expect. And a third barracks going down. Now, one thing that is a little suspicious is that Ender doesn't have any sort of gas going, but then again, now his base is walled off, so he doesn't have to worry about those scouts for quite some time. By the time that Overlord gets there, which he may or may not actually go all the way over there, his waypoint is actually not going that far. He may not actually see what's going on. Oh, looks like we got the scout here. He knows what's going on, but it might be too late. I may have missed this, but I think that bunker may have given him away. I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention. Couple of Zerglings coming out. Perfect has switched over to Zerglings, but that bunker is up, so at any time Ender can run back into that bunker for cover. 2 Marines are not going to make it, though. Wow. And that is just a Ling bloodbath right there. That's 3 units lost for Ender and 12 for Perfect. But he's got that spine crawler out. I don't know how much good it's going to do him, though. Got 2 bunkers up. One thing, though, is that Ender's not getting any gas right now, and he's not even using that second bunker. He's just standing right outside of it. There we go. Looks like he might kill that queen. But we do have some gas coming from Perfect, so that means he could go road share in a little bit. He's got the minerals for it, and he's definitely got the gas, and all it would take is some roaches being turned into Ravagers. But he may be a little flustered at this point. Ooh, I didn't realize that spore, that spine, it outranges the bunker there. I think Ender makes a good move. Good micro here from Ender. But Ender has a lot of money. He needs to be cranking out some more of these Marines. He does have an issue of being supply blocked, but he needs to be doing that stuff at home. Still no tech coming from Perfect, and his queens are being slowly whittled down. But he's got a lot of queens now, and that's going to be pretty tough. Ender seems to be stopping his production. I don't see any new Marines coming. He's about to go sacrifice these guys. And he put some gas over at his base, so it looks like that's where he's paying attention. And that's going to be the end of that rush. With just a bunch of dead Marines. Well, in the end, we've got 35 lost for the Zerg, 29 lost for the Terran, but you can see that the Terran lost 1,500 in resources. When I say the Terran, I mean Ender. Hopefully Ender closes up that gate, because those Zerglings are coming. The Zerglings are T-minus about 6 seconds. Oh, perfect timing. I don't even know if he saw those coming, and if he just knew that that was going to happen. But it may not save him here. You know, I could be wrong there, but I feel like that Ender could have just kept going with that. I really think that if he didn't give up, that he could have held, that he could held Ionite Perfect off. I mean, Ionite had maybe 2 or 3 wounded queens there that could have been taken out. The red Zerg of Perfect. As you can tell, I have no set format for how I do these introductions. Am I going to zoom in on people? Who knows? There we go. There's a little spin. There's a little zoom. Little zoom there. I don't know the point of it, but it does make me feel a little better. Gives me something to do. All right, we got an early. I don't know if this is going to be a scout or a harass or maybe another proxy. Probably not another proxy, but maybe. But probably not. Oh, or something that I like to do, which he can now not do, is build a little supply depot on his natural, which it looks like he was trying to do, and he did get a really quick head start on it, but Perfect was just there. That timing was perfect. Ender's hiding over in the corner, not sure what he's trying to do. Maybe he's going to build a bunker and medevac some people in. That would be kind of absurd. And I think I'm kind of stretching there with my theory. Ender doing a pretty quick expansion here, it looks like. Well, he's going to wait for the money, but that's pretty quick for a... I mean, it's not that quick for a Terran, but it's not that slow. Especially while he's doing a Reaper rush. Now, I don't like doing the Reaper harass. I guess it's not really a Reaper rush as much as a harass if you just have one. But I have trouble doing that Reaper harass when they have queens. I've seen it done really well where a person just sent one at a time, and then he would just attack the queen, and the moment that that guy got too wounded, he would run away and trade him out for the other guy, who would then sit and heal. Looks like we're gonna go three hatcheries under 3 minutes. But anyways, when that person did that strategy on me, he ended up killing my queen and still having 3 Reapers. He eventually lost the game, but it was still a very good strategy. Oh, no, we've got a proxy, an in-base proxy factory. I can't believe I didn't see that happening. That's definitely going to be Hellions coming out of there. I think that this Reaper is going to be more for keeping his attention away from that side. Oh, but is he going to live? He's gonna have to go. Oh, and he spots that that second Expo. So this is actually a pretty good start for Ender. He's got a small fire team of Zerglings. Not really a fire team. Oh, he's doing a tech lab and a reactor. So we're going to have a siege tank with a bunch of Hellions. This is a strange strategy that I think might actually work. I mean, Perfect doesn't see this happening right now. Nope. Yeah, Perfect should actually be able to see that happening right now. He just may not be paying attention, because I don't see any sort of attempt to build offensive units like Zerglings. Perfect might be he might be focusing on doing this scout. I mean, it should be pretty obvious that Ender's doing something weird right now, because all he has is one barracks in his base. And now he's got 2 tanks. If Perfect didn't know, he knows now. I think Ender needs to be more aggressive with this. I mean, just taking out that spawning pool, well, I mean, it's definitely going to do a lot, but he only has 1 tank hitting it. It's got a lot of Zerglings he's going to be defending himself from, but those Hellions can definitely do some damage. Holy crap, look at those Hellions go. This was one of the most insane, brilliant strategies I've seen. Packing up a little too quick. He shouldn't have packed up that other tank, because that tank is doing nothing right now, just sitting in the corner. There's another dead queen. Now I'm guessing that there's a spawning pool somewhere else. Yeah, there's a spawning pool right in the corner. Perfect did a good job getting that spawning pool going right away. Ender positioning himself brilliantly right in between there to limit the amount of Zerglings attacking him, but this might get rough here. That's not going to be enough by itself. He needs to get more Hellions out. Oh no. See, if Ender would have gone a little bit deeper and started attacking his economy rather than just that spawning pool, I think this would have went better, but I don't think this is going... Well, I don't think it's going as well as I thought it was going to. And it looks like Ender's pulling out. I think that was a very interesting strategy, but unfortunately in the end here, Ender, even though he hasn't lost as many resources, he doesn't have the economy that that Perfect has right now. But he does have that defense. That's really going to help him out, but the fact that Perfect has 2 bases that are pretty much untouched and a third one that's doing really well, he's got he almost had 3,000 minerals there, but he just spent about 700. And now Ender's kind of locked in a corner. Just building a bunch of tech labs. I'm thinking he's going to go Banshees here. Right now, Perfect doesn't have much that's going to be anti-air except for his queens. Oh, but he got a Hydralisk Den, so there's no way Ender's going to be able to pull off much with those starports, unless he's really good at using ravens or something like that. Got a few hydralisks coming in. No, it looks like he's definitely going banshees. I'd build at least a tank. I mean, he should have set down these factories and built a tank. That'd do really well for defense. I like how Ender went way out here on his expo, so he's not. Even though Perfect really wasn't scouting for it anyways, it's still a better idea than going right next to his base. Already has 3 banshees out. I don't see any overseers coming from Perfect, but he does have a lair, so all it takes is one click. Ender needs to do something fast here. 10 seconds until that Banshee cloaking field. And he's doing a good job with this this research. This is something that I probably wouldn't have been able to pull off, doing some upgrades. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference, but I just don't think that... I think I'd just be too flustered at this point. But he's going to get a lot of free shots in here. Those Zerglings might turn tail, but those Hydralisks are not going to get away from these Banshees. Ender, however, does... Well, I guess he does know that those Hydralisks are there. He only saw a few of them, but... And here he goes. 2, 4, 6. And just like I said, no Hydralisk made it out alive. Wait, there's one guy who's going to make it out alive. I think Ender did that just to make me look dumb. Well, the joke's on you, Ender, because I do that myself just fine. I would have decloaked, because he's not going to have cloak for very long, and considering the fact that he now knows that there are 9 queens, I would not be doing this attack. 1 Banshee gone. I'd be attacking his other bases. I mean, he doesn't have as much to contend with, but he still has a lot to contend with. And it looks like we got a counterattack from Perfect coming on. Still, they're pretty close together. Ender building some Vikings. Not exactly sure what he's going to do with those, because unless he's just going to take out Overlords. Ender better get out of there, and not that direction. Nice cloak. One of them's not going to be cloaked for very long, and he's going to... And he does not care. Ender being really reckless, but it's paying off, I think. Perfect may not be very worried here. He's got twice the army, and more than twice the workers, and pretty close to twice the money as Ender does right now. But Ender's definitely sticking it out. He's supply blocked right now at 61. Ender's going to fly around the corner, but it looks like that we got a counterattack coming, and Ender doesn't really have much other than those Banshees. He's not really produced much more, I think, because of his gas right now. He's got plenty of minerals, but he just doesn't have anything for gas. And now he lost his only thing close to an expo. And I don't think he has anything to counter these Hydralisks. I'm surprised I don't see any Overseers here. Okay, I see some Overseers over here, but I would think that he'd be having some Overseers rolling with his main force. But he doesn't seem to be too worried about it. Just a lot of Vikings. I'm still not sure what he's doing with these Vikings. It looks like he's offering a sacrifice to the Red Zerg. And I Perfect is accepting it. Or maybe he's using it to keep the area clear of Overseers, but no, he's just attacking. He's attacking his food. With how much production Perfect has, there's just really not. There's no way that he's going to be able to kill as much as Perfect's going to produce. Planetary Fortress is a good idea, I think, but I don't know if it's going to be able to stop this massive Zerg army. You have to admire Ender's dedication here to not giving up. Except he should be using these Banshees. I mean, these Banshees can do work. Right now, Perfect doesn't have anything up there that can see it. Got a bunch of Corruptors coming, which is going to be tough for those Liberators that are being built. Perfect being way more conservative than he has to be, considering that he has about 4 times the army. And those Liberators make short work of those infested Terrans. But those infested Terrans don't cost Perfect a penny. Just a little bit of energy. And here come the Corruptors. And that is the end of Ender.